What's up, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Jordan, and we're prepping race cars for the 2024 King of the Hammers Toyo Tires Desert Challenge. In the previous video, you saw a whole bunch of stuff happen and a little bit of stuff happen thanks to a technical error and the disaster that last video ended up becoming because of how much footage I lost. Not doing that again. So it is a chilly Sunday morning here in Northern Nevada. We are almost ready to go for this race. In the last video you saw, we took the two-seat turbo car out, gave it a proper test, a proper shakedown, ran that car in the high-speed areas, through the whoops, tested it in all the technical sections, climbing over some rocks and stuff like that. And car felt really, really good. Super excited how it's running. Just got some suspension adjustments to make. Back end's a little high. So we might get that knocked out today before we go test the four-seater and give it a proper break-in, shakedown, and hard run. So thank you guys for tuning in. If this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button. It means a lot. And let's get into this week's video. All right, guys, out here at Moon Rocks, day 2 of testing in the four-seater. I'm gonna let Nathan take the camera there. Hopefully the last shakedown run for this car. We shook down the two-seat the other day, as you saw in the last video. So we're gonna shake this car down today, see how she feels, see how clutching and suspension and all that's working. And countdown from Hammers continue. Alright guys, got a really quick run in. The car had an issue almost right away with the four-seater. Got an issue with some belt rub down there at the bottom of the clutch housing. You can see all the rubber that it spit up around. So the boys are headed back to the shop to grab us another clutch to see if it's an issue inside that clutch based on what we're seeing. And we'll get that clutch swapped and see what it goes from there. All right, guys, so back in the shop. As you saw previously, went out to test. Had some noise coming from the clutch area, and I'm going to show you what we got going on. So I'll show you the clutch first. So on the secondary here, you can actually see right here, right where my finger is, where that clutch rubbed on something. And we'll go back to the car here, and you can actually see the clutch rubbed right up here in the corner and rubbed down all along in here, and it actually caused some belt slap down at the bottom of the inner housing here. So we're actually going to pull the inner clutch cover off the car, check behind it, make sure there's nothing holding it, throwing it out of alignment, and put the alignment tool back on, square everything up, and get everything back where it needs to be. Hopefully that's the only issue and we don't have anything else going on. So let's work on that. guys, so we got the back end of the four-seater apart. Looks like it was an alignment issue between the engine and the transmission. So we are going to get all the bolts, everything checked, make sure everything's good there. Check all the components to make that alignment, make sure everything's good to go. And we'll start lining this thing back up. Well, good evening. Back in the race shop. And yes, I'm taking a page out of Miles from Ultra 4's book. Got the microphone wrench rednecked up. Got to have a little fun with it. So what I just did was I drained the transmission fluid to check for any kind of sparkle or anything. So what happened in testing the four seat the other day was something was amiss in the engine and transmission alignment to where it caused the secondary clutch, the inner sheave, the secondary clutch under full throttle to whack the inner clutch cover, which is not great. I don't have anywhere to hook the microphone, hence why I pulled the Book of Miles out. You can see, should be able to see how not square with the world that is. Completely destroyed that in probably about 40 seconds of wide open throttle. So what I got going on is I got the housing out. I got the trans and motor separated from each other. In this part of the video, I'm probably not going to fix that tonight. I guess tonight. I said this part of the video, but it's the same video. You're going to see that get repaired coming up. But yeah, as of recording this video, we are like a week from leaving for King of the Hammers. So got to get that addressed right away. I'm kind of all over the place. Sorry about that. So 5 days, counting the time I'm recording this video until we load up and head south to Johnson Valley for 2025 King of the Hammers Desert Challenge. We're like 7 days from qualifying day and 8 days from the big dance. So yesterday I had Ryan, one of our Polaris technicians from Reno Cycles and Gear, here with me in the race shop yesterday to help diagnose the issues with the four-seat car that we found in testing. After some brainstorming, some working through it, trying a couple different things, we got it figured out. It was the front motor mount was not in the place it should have been. So we popped everything loose, bolted it all back into spec, and engine and transmission are lined up perfectly. So that issue solved. And then it gave us another issue yesterday. As soon as we had that solved, we were getting an engine light for a sensor, doing wacky stuff. So we got that solved after some trial and error and testing of some parts. Um, Today is kind of the final push to finish these cars, to have these cars race ready, to be able to load them onto the trailers and head down to King of the Hammers. I've got the team from the TNT racing team, Brian and his group, great group of guys from Yerington, Nevada. They're actually going to be down at King of the Hammers with us for pit support, crew support, and they're also going to come over today and help with this final push on the race car. So let's go. All right, guys. So TNT race team just left. Thank you so much to those guys for coming over and helping out today. Huge help. They helped me check the little things off the checklist that needed to be done. That just consumes so much time when we're this close to leaving for a race. Honestly, on the checklist for each car, it's like 2 or 3 items left, and these things are ready to be shined up, detailed up, and ready to be loaded to go race. What I'm working on right now is wiring up the Lowrance 0.1 GPS puck and power source for that. Main reason for that is they're actually requiring it this year for tracking. Whatever their timing and scoring system is for Ultra 4 and King of the Hammers this year is requiring that. So I got the one done on the 4-seat earlier. Probably saw that, me working on that. And then I'm going to do that on. All right, guys. So the checklists are done. Well, I can't lie to you. There's one item left on the checklist that I'm going to do tomorrow because I got to go pick up a different tool bag to carry tools and spares and that kind of things in the 2-seater. Other than that, the checklist on these cars is done. We are so stoked. And I'm stoked that the next time I put a video out, we will be in Southern California for King of the Hammers. I wanted to take a minute and thank everyone for tuning into the videos, all the comments, all the messages. It means a lot. If you haven't yet, click that subscribe button. Like this video. It means a lot to me. Dislike this video. If you don't like my videos, dislike it. Tell me what you want to see. Hopefully somebody learned something, even though I didn't do any real tutorial stuff in the video series leading up to this race. I'm going to do better at that. A lot of the messages I've gotten are people asking, how did you fix that alignment issue? Or how did you do this? Or how did you do that? So in the next series of videos from the shop, my goal is to dive deeper. Instead of giving you guys the time lapse, the working really fast clips of me doing something, I'm actually going to walk you through a full teardown and prep of one or both cars to get ready for a race. So super excited for that in the future. And again, super excited that the next video will be from Hammertown. I want to thank everyone who's made it happen, made it for us to be to this point. All of our partners, Reno Cycles and Gear, Rugged Radios, Method Race Wheels, Aftermarket Assassins, Evo Power Sports. I'm forgetting all of them right now, truthfully. But thank you to all of our partners, all of the vendors, everybody who helps us out to be able to do this. Special thank you to Bill. I couldn't do this without him. We've had a lot of fun racing together. We've had a lot of shitty racing together, and we're hoping to turn the corner in 2025 to fix and prevent the dumpster fire that 2024 was for this race program. Thank you to TNT Racing, to those guys for helping us out. Tom Gilmore for helping out with some welding, helping us out fabricating stuff. Team Alpine Racing for all the help Pat and his group is giving us. Team Myers Racing, Matt and Deb, thank you guys for coming out with us. Matt and Deb, TNT, Team Alpine, all those teams are coming together to come to Hammers with us and provide some of the best pit support and best pit crew in the desert. And I mean that. The group that we have around us to be able to have the support at these events and have a pit crew that can get you in and out of the pit quick, no matter what the issue is huge for us. And it means a lot that all those people are coming with us, coming down, making the journey to Hammertown. So like I said, next video will be coming from the lake bed, from Hammertown. I will see you guys next week. Until then, have fun, be safe. I'll see you in the next one.